Screen door slap like a promise half kept. That summer the air thick with honeysuckle and dread. You smelled of creek water and something wild, untamed. A whiskey kiss, a whispered name. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. Your mama's eyes, they held a storm when you packed that beat-up car. Said you were chasing some ghost, some distant star. Left a note on the table, just a single faded word. My name, scratched out, barely heard. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. Like stones in a riverbed, the scent of pine, the words you never said. Did you find that star? Was it worth believing? Still taste that whiskey, still feel the grieving. Whiskey kisses, yeah, they linger long, like a sad old fiddle playing a forgotten song. Dusty road stretching to where I never knew. But every mile my heart kept calling back to you. You left your sweater on the back of that chair, lipstick on a coffee cup, like you're still there. My phone lights up the table with the fight we never finished. Every word we threw like glass, still cutting in the kitchen. So I pour my heart in this glass of brown, chase chase your name, then I swallow it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed out. Your keys by the doorway, right where you threw it. Said you're tired of the promises and how I blew through them. I said I'd change tomorrow, then tomorrow came and went. Now tomorrow's just a bar stool and a pocket full of rent. So I pour my heart in this glass of brown, chase your name, then I swallow it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed out. Smoking the lungs, can't take it back. Tell me, did I lose you or just let you go? 'Cause I'm still drinking to a past only I know. Yeah, I pour my heart in this glass of brown, call your name, then I wash it down. Whiskey on the counter, your ghost in my mouth. If this is love, it sure knows how to bleed out. You came in late, boots in your hand, laughing too loud, saying, baby, I ran. Your hair a mess, my old shirt on, smelling like smoke and where you been gone. But I still kiss the whiskey on your breath, taste every mile you walk, every step you regret. You say you're tired of losing, tired of the mess. I just hold you closer to the whiskey on your breath. Trace my scars with a shaky grin. Say, we got old stories carved in our skin. You pour out truth from a paper cup, spill a few tears, swear you're giving it up. On your breath, like a burned edge letter you never quite sent. You say you're scared of leaving, scared of what's left. I just pull you closer trying to heal, trading old ghosts for something real. Oh, stay if loving you means learning to bend. I'll meet you right here again and again. So I still kiss a whiskey on your breath. Every crack promise, every soft silhouette. You say you're done with running out of excuses and threats. I believe you slowly through the whiskey on your breath. Oh, the dust motes dance in the bar like a hazy slow ballet. Another Tuesday night, same old tune on a jukebox. What can I say? She left a note crumpled on the counter next to an empty glass. Said, I'm tired of waiting, honey. Some things just don't last. Whiskey tea, they burn and blur. Whiskey tea, can't make her stir. Whiskey tea, a bitter lonesome song. Whiskey tea, where did we go wrong? I remember her laugh like wind chimes in a summer breeze. Now it's just a silence settling heavy, bringing me to my knees. This worn out stool, it knows my story, every single sorry line. Another shot of courage just to get through this cruel design. Did I ever tell her truly how much she meant to me? Or was I always chasing shadows, too blind to clearly see the promises I whispered under a pale and distant moon? Now just echoes in this empty room, coming back too soon. Whiskey tea, they burn and blur. Whiskey tea, can't make her stir. Whiskey tea, a bitter lonesome song. Whiskey tea, where did we go wrong? You were late for the movie, dropped your popcorn on my shoes, laughed so hard in the lobby, I forgot to be confused. You talked over the previews like we'd met here before. I kept thinking on the drive home, I want 1,000 nights or more. You traced the maps in the window fog, said I get lost inside my head. I said maybe I can meet you there. You smiled and changed the subject instead. This is our quiet story, spilled coffee, cheap wine, old hoodies. Every day a little more, don't go. You turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder. And I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story keeps getting louder in my soul. Fought over nothing on Tuesday, both too tired to say we're wrong. You cried into my sweatshirt, I hummed your favorite song. You taped notes to the fridge door, buy milk, be kind, call me. Somehow in those crooked letters I saw everything I'd ever need. You said, what if this all falls apart? What if someday you just leave? I said, love is just a daily choice, and I'm choosing you as far as I can see. Yeah, this is our quiet story, spilled coffee, cheap wine, old hoodies. Every day a little more, don't go. You turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder. And I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story keeps getting louder in my soul. Someday we'll be telling this over dishes in a smaller place. Photos curling on the mirror, new lines written on your face. But I'll still spot you in a crowd, heart still racing like day one. Same old laugh in a different jacket, same old day, and I'm still done. Oh, this is our quiet story, spilled coffee, cheap wine, old hoodies. Every day a little more, don't go. You turn your face toward morning, breathing soft against my shoulder. And I swear that's all I need to know. Our quiet story, yeah. Our quiet story is my favorite way to grow. Got dust on this porch and dust in my soul. Yeah, there's dust on this porch, dust in my soul. Been sitting here drinking, losing control. This old wooden floor keeps creaking my name. Yeah, that old wooden floor keeps calling my name. Like every bad choice and every shame. Beside me and a Bible unopened. Yeah, that Bible beside me, that Bible unopened. One gives me fire, the other just hoping. Cicadas crying in the Delta night sound like my sins, trying to fight. I told that whiskey all the truth I know. Yeah, told that whiskey everything I know. It said, son, some wounds don't let go. This broken chair, yeah, when that morning sun finds me here, I'll still be haunted by the smoke in the air. We were coffee at midnight, cold hands, shared cold. You trace futures on napkins like you already knew the notes. You said I don't rate people It's not small, look down. I believed every word of it. Guess I'm learning better now. This is love that cuts, not holds. Like glass in my hand when I pull you close. I bleed in the places you kiss the most. You call it fate, I call it almost. This is love that burns, not warms. You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my choice every time I stay, but you never look away. All your texts say miss you, all your eyes say run. You keep one foot on my doorstep, one foot pointed toward the sun. You show up when I'm healing with that same soft hay. You don't ask what you're taking, you just asked if you can stay. This is love that cuts, not holds. Like glass in my hands when I pull you close. I bleed in the places you kiss the most. You call it fate, I call it almost. This is love that burns, not warms. You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my fault every time I stay, but you never walk away. If I let go, will you shatter, or will you break in anyway? If I walk out, will it matter, or will you just find another place to stay? This is love that cuts, not holds. Like glass in my hands when I pull you close. I bleed in the places you kiss the most. You call it fate, I call it almost. This is love that burns, not warms. You crash through my chest like a quiet storm. Say it's my fault every time I stay, but you never walk away. You laughed at the burn, said you liked it that way. Cheap bottle on the counter, but you felt expensive that day. Your head on my shoulder, old flannel, bare feet. Trace my scar with your finger. Said some hurts stay sweet. I taste the whiskey on your lips every time I close my eyes. The slow fire, that soft kiss, turn a small town into sky. If I live 100 years, through every doubt and every fear, I'll taste the whiskey on your lips and know I'm still here. We danced in the kitchen, floor cold, hearts warm. You hummed some made-up tune. I swore I'd keep you from storms. You said love me when I'm reckless, love me when I'm scared. I raised my glass up trembling, said I'm already there. Taste the whiskey on your lips every time I close my eyes. The slow fire, that soft kiss, turned a small town into sky. If I live 100 years, through every doubt and every fear, I'll taste the whiskey on your lips and know I'm still here. Maybe we'll fade, maybe we won't, maybe we break where we once were strong. But I keep that night in a quiet place where your name still pours like a long drink gone. I taste the whiskey on your lips every time I close my eyes. The slow fire, that soft kiss, turn a small town into sky. If I live 100 years, through every doubt and every fear, I'll taste the whiskey on your lips and know I'm still here. Taste the whiskey, we'll face, we'll fast. I taste whiskey, no, I'm still here. half-staged whiskey on your lips. You showed up late, hair in a knot, shoes in your hand said they burned my drink. But you laughed as it stained your wristband. Paper coffee cups, name spelled wrong, heart spelled right. You took my sleeve and drew a crooked star in blue pen ink that night. I fell in love in a halfway moment, between your joke and the way you sighed. You said your heart was a work in progress. I said mine was mostly patched with twine. You tapped your cup, said here's my number if you're feeling stuck. I never called, I just showed up. And that was us, paper coffee cup. First fight in June, over dishes and the rent. You cried on the couch, said this is not how love's supposed to feel, is it? I swept the floor. You wiped your eyes with my old shirt. We both stayed small till you reached for me and whispered, we can learn. I fall in love every quiet moment, traffic lights and your tired eyes. You say your heart still needs some mending. I say mine still pulls you back each time. We raise our cups to all the times we almost gave it up. We don't give up, we just fill back up. Yeah, that's our luck. Paper coffee cup. Paper coffee cup. Cold wind blowing down Old State Street tonight. Yeah, that cold wind blowing down Old State Street tonight. Cutting through my bones under neon light. Got my hands in my pockets, head hanging low. Yeah, my hands in my pockets, heart moving slow. Ever since she told me she had to go, taxi lights passing light, memories and rain. Yeah, those taxi lights passing light, memories and rain. Every one of them whispering her name. Yeah, sustained oxygen. There's a blues man playing on the corner of a change. Yeah, lonely blues man on the corner of a change, singing about love that never stays the same. I dropped $1 in his old guitar case. Yeah, I dropped $1 in his old guitar case. Saw my own tears running down his face. Maybe someday this cold wind will die. I'll keep singing these late night blues of mine. To this whiskey in the dark. Yeah, I've been talking to this whiskey in the dark. Only thing that listen to my broken heart. Cigarette burning slow in my trembling hand. Yeah, that cigarette burning slow in my hand, like the last good love I couldn't understand. Girl, got Delta dust settled on my old shoes. Yeah, that Delta dust settled on every step I take just brings back you. Sits and waits while I confess all my mistakes. Oh, smoke rising up to the ceiling slow. Yeah, that blue smoke rising soft and low, carrying secrets nobody should know. Oh, when the last drop hits this dusty floor. Yeah, when the last drop hits that old wood floor, I'll still be knocking on your memory's door. Hear that southbound train rolling through the night. Yeah, that southbound train rolling through the night. Sounds like my poor heart trying to make things right. got a one-way ticket and a suitcase in hand. Yeah, a one-way ticket and a suitcase in hand. Ain't nothing left for me in this town to stay. Station light blowing on this empty track, yeah. Yeah, those station lights glowing on this empty track. Every mile I ride, I ain't looking back. Conductor calling out the next small town. Yeah, the conductor calling, but I don't slow down. Trying to outrun this love that let me down. Window glass shaking with a lonesome sound. Yeah, that window glass shaking with a lonesome sound. Like the last goodbye when she turned around. Maybe somewhere down that long steel line. Yeah, somewhere down that long steel line, I'll leave these midnight blues behind. The bartender said it's the last call tonight. Yeah, the bartender said, son, it's the last call tonight. But these blues in my heart still wanna fight. Got a half-burned cigarette and an empty glass. Yeah, half-burned cigarette and an empty glass. Watching all my good days slowly pass. She left with a stranger in a long black coat. Yeah, she left with a stranger in a long black coat. Left me here with words I never wrote. There's a jukebox playing our old song low. Yeah, that jukebox playing our old song low. Feels like it's telling me it's time outside, the wind keeps calling my name. Yeah, that cold night wind keeps calling my name. But every lonely road feels the same. When the morning sun breaks through the blue, yeah, when that morning sun breaks through the blue, maybe I'll find a way. Stop loving you. I've been sitting in this bar since the sun went down. Yeah, I've been sitting in this bar since the sun went down. Got that old jukebox crying and my baby ain't around. Got a glass full of whiskey and a heart full of pain. Yeah, a glass full of whiskey and a heart full of pain. Every drop I'm drinking, calling out her name. There's a shadow on the wall where she used to stand. Yeah, that shadow on the wall where she used to stand. Now it's just me and this guitar in my trembling hand. Train rolling slow on the midnight line. Yeah, that lonesome train rolling on the midnight line. Wish it could carry these broken dreams of mine. These neon lights flicker like my restless soul. Yeah, those neon lights flicker like my restless soul. Trying to find some peace that I can't control. Maybe tomorrow the morning sun will shine. Yeah, maybe tomorrow that morning sun will shine. But tonight it's just this whiskey and these blues It's 2 in the morning, rain falling down. Yeah, it's 2 in the morning, cold rain falling down. Streetlights flicker on this empty side of town. Got my coat pulled tight, walking slow through the night. Yeah, I got my coat pulled tight, walking slow through the night. Every step I take just don't feel right. Your memories whispering like a ghost in my ear. Yeah, your memories whispering like a ghost in my ear. Saying things I never wanted to hear. There's a saxophone crying from a bar down the road. Yeah, that saxophone crying from a bar down the road. Sounds like my heart carrying a heavy load. I try to drown these blues in a bottle of red. Yeah, I try to drown my blues in a bottle of red. But they keep on knocking inside my head. Maybe someday I'll let your memory go. Maybe someday I'll let your memory go. But tonight these lonely streets won't let me go.